And I remember the first couple things I did was in an all black unitard, black point shoes and a black ball. And it was very like mysterious and cool. And like we were doing different venues. It wasn't until later that, you know, we ended up landing at Johnny Depp's Viper Room because Robin was living with Christina Applegate. And that was the connection there. So it was really cool time. It was the end of the millennium turn is, you know, 95, actually. That was 95. So we were kind of coming into our own as the new age burlesque group. And it was underground. You know, we had Leo DiCaprio in the audience, like crazy celebs. It was super underground, though. And we had a lot of celebrity guests that came in. We weren't making any money. This was all out of love. This was, you know what I mean? This was, we were working professionally, but then this was something that was like our passion project. And we built it. We built it for years until I was working with No Doubt. And I met Gwen on the bathwater video, and we became like instant friends.
She's so amazing.
She's awesome. And it was in a time where she was like, "Oh my God, I love your outfit," or "Oh my God, I love your," you know what I mean? We vibed. We were, you know, and I met Jimmy Iovine.
Oh, okay.
Went to his house, and we were just like hanging out. And then I ended up doing the Grammys with her. And Jimmy's like, "What do you do?" And I'm like, "I'm a Pussycat doll." And he's like, "What the fuck is that?" I'm like, "It's a burlesque group." And at the time, we were on the cover of Maxim.
Oh.
And so we were, you know, gaining popularity in our own right. We were on the cover of a couple magazines. And he had his assistant go out and get it for him. And he had it rolled in his back pocket, you know. And he was just like, "Oh, okay." He's kind of opening up to the idea, like, what the hell? And then I had invited Gwen to do the show several times, but it just never worked out with their schedule. And one night we were
join the Pussycat Dolls
to do a celebrity guest spot because we had so many, like Carmen Electra, Christina Applegate. We had Scarlett Johansson and like just people who come in and guest. Like it was really cool.
I love it. Yes.
So I was like, when it would be like the quintessential like, you know, doll. And she finally one night we were doing a show and I was like, "It's last minute. The show's tonight. Can you just come check it out? Just come check it out. See it." She's like, "Yeah, okay, I'll come." She sat in the corner. She watched the show and she was like, "Oh my God, I'm so jealous. I want to do it. I want to do it." I was like, we would love to have you, you know? So that was sort of the turning point, I think, for the group because when she did the show, we created new stuff for her specifically, and Jimmy Iovine came, Ron Fair, and I think that was when Jimmy saw the potential of like turning it into a recording group. And so a lot of things changed in that transition, which were good and bad, right? I mean, we sort of had to suppress our burlesque roots, if you will, for a little while, just to kind of come out young and fresh and palatable.
Interesting.
Until Buttons, when we came out with our, you know, Sweet Charity kind of version. Yeah. At the same time, that transition was really, really bittersweet and difficult for me because my sisters, who we created the brand for 8 years prior to getting the deal with Interscope, were not in the recording group. And it was difficult for me to, you know, I was so excited and thrilled for this new I'm getting emotional. Yeah. This new chapter, but it was devastating that my sisters were sort of deprived of everything that they put their blood, sweat, and tears into.
And these are your sisters in the industry, not blood sisters, but
right.
Yeah,
I get dolls,
it.
The girls that were in the group,
yeah.
and didn't get to reap the rewards. And that's the true, you know, I think that's something that a lot of people don't know about the dolls. And those girls, all of them are still my true sisters to this day.
Yes.